Good morning, friends. Good morning. Hope everyone is well today. We're beating Final Fantasy VIII today. It's gonna be a good day. I'm excited. I'm so happy that we're doing this. Finally made it through the game. Should be good times. But yeah, we're in game. There's not much more. I think there's maybe a couple more side quests that we need to take care of. Maybe I don't even think so. I think we wrapped them all up yesterday. I know there's some stuff that you can do with the Queen of Cards quest. Wrap this up in Disc 4, but I'm not doing the Queen of Cards quest. So I don't have to worry about that. I don't have to worry about the Queen of the Cards. I don't have to worry about the Court of the Cards. I don't have to worry about any of it. Um, there's an achievement for like killing 1,000 enemies. I'm not worried about that. No, I'm just happy to be done with this game today. So it was good. It was better than I remember it being as a kid. So, but we'll get into it in just a couple minutes. But I want to say hi first. Hope everyone is doing good. Um, Last night was movie night. We watched some Guardians of the Galaxy. It was a good time. It's a fun movie. After watching the third one, I've seen the third one a couple times. I've seen the first one more than a couple times, but after watching the third one and going back to the first one, it's crazy the tonal shift. Like you can really see how different the tone of the movie got between one and three. It's pretty nuts. But yeah, still good movies, still a good series. I think I like one more now than I did when it first came out. I think after seeing three, I can appreciate it as like a trilogy. I can appreciate the characters as they develop over time. Some of my favorite things about like books and movies and media in general is I love character development. So I like to see where characters start out and where they get to. It doesn't always it doesn't always have to be positive, right? I mean, there's plenty of cool characters that regress over time or, get worse. But I uh I like character development of some kind. That was one of the reasons, I don't know if anybody's familiar, but I think it was, oh man, it's gonna Kwong, RF Kwong, I think was her name. She's an author. She wrote the Poppy War. That's what it is. The Poppy War is a series of books. And I read those and I did not like them. A lot of people do. A lot of people consider it. R.F. Kuang is a great author. She's got accolades. She also wrote Babel, which gets a lot of attention. And um everyone seems to like the stuff, and even the Poppy War is, you know, well regarded. I did not like it because I did not feel that the characters had much development at all. And it just felt like the main character for me, and don't get me wrong, I love strong female characters. I love female protagonists for the most part, but I just felt like she made the same stupid decisions over and over and over again. Like she never learned from her mistakes. And I know that there's a you know a commentary on trauma, because what they go through is very traumatic. The books are very I don't want to say dark, but they're serious. They're heavy. They're heavy. Um, and so she goes through some trauma, and I can relate, right? I grew up. I mean, not in that extent to the most part, but you know what I mean. So I can relate to that. But at some point you gotta grow up, right? You gotta learn from your mistakes, or you don't, and bad things happen to you. And I feel like that's what that was the book. It's very different from Robin Hobbs. The King's Assassin, I think is what the those books are called. Robin Hobbs is a great author as well. Um, is it Hobbs? It is Robin Hobb, not Hobbs, but Hobb. And The Assassin's Apprentice. I've read the first two trilogies, um, and she's a great author. And the main character in that, Fitz, that poor kid, there's so much character development. He's just the most unlucky protagonist you could ever imagine, right? Like he does everything for the right reasons, and it still comes back to bite him in the ass. It's terrible. Um, it's really sad, but um, I liked Fitz. I liked that story because he continued to try to make things better. Like he continued to try to grow and learn from things, and bad things just happened, right? You can't control life, but you can control yourself. And I just never felt like the main character, Runan, did. It started off strong. It started off good. I thought I was gonna like it, but it's okay. I'm just talking about books now. I'm reading another series right now that's supposed to be um like excellent. It's by John Gwynn. It's the Faithful and the Fallen series. I'm on book 3, and I listen to audiobooks. I don't actually read anything because it can hurt my eyes after a time and makes my head hurt. So I listen to all my books through audiobook. And I'm not going to lie to you, there are multiple points of view and it transitions pretty quickly. For the first, I think, 2 books, I didn't even know who I was reading about half the time. I was getting all of these different perspectives of this massive world and this massive war going on, and I didn't even know who I was listening to. I didn't know who was telling me anything. It was so complicated. And finally, in like the end of book 2 and the beginning of book 3, I finally started to narrow down the names and narrow down some of the locations. I'm sure it's a bit different if you're reading the book because you've got that tactile response. You're associating the names, like the visual names, with what you're reading on the page, and you can always go back and be like, oh, who am I reading this by? But when you're listening to audiobooks, it's not as easy. But they're good books. It's a good series. I think I would like it more the second time I read it because I could pick up on all those things. But it's getting pretty good. Other than that, and it might be a narrator thing too. Um, Sometimes, so like with books that have multiple points of view like that, I feel like you almost need some kind of differentiation between character voices. I need it. I don't know about you need it. I need it. It really does help me divide up what I'm hearing, um, and who's saying it. But you don't get that. The narrator doesn't do it. I'm not saying the narrator is bad. It's just, yeah. That's enough rambling from me. That's what I'm. That's welcome to book talk. Welcome to Books with Jonathan. That's what I do. It's my hobby outside of this. Hey, good morning, Gloria. How are you? How are you? I think I left just. I think I finally went on a walk just after your first run ended. It looked like it was super fast. Or maybe I was seeing you get the first Bowser key. Oh, you know what? Maybe it was first Bowser. Is that what it was? I bet it was first Bowser that I was seeing. But it looked really good. And then I had to go on a walk. First Bowser, yeah. That makes sense. How'd that run end up going? I think when I got back, you were already gone. And I was watching somebody play Minecraft for a while. I don't remember who it was. BLJs were amazing. Good, good, good. I know you were practicing those. Well, good. I mean, every run has something good come out of it, right? That's the important part. What are you reading, Gloria? Are you reading anything fun? Are you a reader? I think we talked about this before. I was just talking about some of the books that I've read and talked about the book I'm reading now. I don't remember when I started talking about. Oh, right. I think I was talking about why this game. I appreciate the character development, things like that. I think somebody asked the question of the day yesterday, so let's change that while we're here. Haven't read a book in a long time. I read really slow. I understand. I understand. Everything I do is through audiobooks, so I listen at like 1.5 speed and it makes everything go by pretty fast. Which I like. What did I miss it? There it is. Edit. What will be my question of the day? I think I might have asked that. I don't remember. Um, that's a fun one. We'll do that one. Do, do, do. Do, 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 do. There we go. Changed. I want to start reading again. Nice. Do you have anything in mind, or are you just trying to pick something up? What's your genre of choice? Do you have one? I typically stick to like fantasy and sci-fi. That's kind of like it's my niche. I enjoy the stories for the most part. I don't mind other fiction. I've read other things, but I'm not a big fan of nonfiction or biographies, history. Fantasy was mostly what I read before. Nice. Nice. Yeah, I don't mind consuming history through other media. I just don't want to read about it. Every time I sit down with a history book, I feel like I'm reading, or with like a novel or something. I always feel like I'm reading a textbook, and it's just not any fun for me. So I don't mind watching documentaries and learning about things that way. I feel like we've kind of exhausted. I know this sounds silly. These days, it's all about true crime podcasts, true crime documentaries, crime news stories. I hate true crime. It makes me sad. Um, so I feel like that is the new thing because it's always fresh. Unfortunately, someone's always being killed. So it's like, oh, here's a new story, which is fine. But I feel like we've exhausted our history documentaries, right? We're living in the present, so nobody's like making documentaries about now. I think there's some good ones. There was a decent one about Snowden, I think, during that time. I know that I think there's a couple documentaries already about Trump's time in the as the president, but you know, the really solid one. They're still getting good content on animals, though. I think Discovery, Disney, Animal Planet, they still do some good stuff with animals. National Geographic, that's always fun. But okay, I'm ready. I think I'm ready to beat this game. I'm excited. There's so much to do. So much to do, so much to see, so much. So what's wrong with taking the back streets? Yeah, so let's recap what happened yesterday. We did a lot of side questing. So we turned Renoa over to the Esther authorities so that they could like study her and keep her contained because she's now the sorceress. She has Adele, not Adele's, but she has potentially Adia's powers now. So she's a sorceress. So they were trying to contain her, but Squall said, "I'm not having it. That's my girl." And so he ran in, and the team distracted them, and then they broke Renoa out. And then as we were escaping, some odd guy let us go, and so that was fun. And so we left, and then we got a distress call from Esther again, saying that they needed our help. Squall and Renoa had a moment, and they agreed that if they were ever separated, they would meet back up at the orphanage, which was sweet. And then um, we went to go help Esther. There was a distress call. They were being attacked. The president asked for our assistance, so we decided to go back. And it turns out that the president is Laguna. He's the gentleman that we've been putting our mind into, reliving their life through their memories. So Laguna was the president, and then Ward and Kiros are both like magisters or people. So we found out that Ward was the person that let us go, and we left, or we agreed to help. So the new plan is pretty convoluted, and that's what makes Final Fantasy either super unique or super weird or super crazy or super confusing, whatever your perspective is on it. But essentially, we had to go. Adia, not Adina. ANA had been kidnapped by Garbadian soldiers and taken to Adia, or I keep saying Adia. It's Edna and Adel, right? I think that's who it is. I hope that's her name. Yeah, Adele. So yes. Adele kidnapped Renoa through Galbadian soldiers. We have to go rescue not Renoa, ANA. Excuse me. So we have to go rescue ANA, and then Renoa needs to be possessed by Ultimecia, and then we have to ANA has to save Renoa, and then we have to go forward in time, and we have to beat up Ultimecia in her future, and then hopefully try to find a way to get back. That's pretty much what the plan breaks down into. So we've already saved Renoa, we've got Renoa, and we're going to find... Well, we rescued ANA, so now we're going to fight Adele, and then make our way to Ultimecia. So that's where we're at now. We haven't fought Adele yet. We did fight Cypher once, but it was pretty easy. Gloria, I do know about the behind the scenes. Yeah, I forget what is it called, but I do know what you mean. It has a name now. It is really sad. Yeah, I don't know if you're familiar with the actress Alison Stoner. She was on some early like kids shows. I'm not sure if it was Nickelodeon or what network it was on, but she was also in oh my goodness, Step Up. She was in like the second Step Up movie, I think, and she kind of played an active role in the later movies as well. Maybe she was in the very first Step Up, and then later she played like the main character, I think in like Step Up 3D or something like that. But I loved Alison Stoner growing up. I'm a huge fan of dance, so it was really cool to see like a younger kid do that stuff. But then her story is super sad too. And so I know like Amanda Bynes was dealing with stuff, and then you have the whole Drake and Josh situation. It's insane to me. And what's even worse is it's still going on, right? It's like it never ends. It's so crazy. People are terrible. Some people are just bad people. I don't even know what the solution is, right? I guess the solution is, punishing the people obviously that have done terrible things to anyone, but especially to kids. And then creating an environment that one rejects those people, just outright rejects those people, but also creating an environment that is conducive to reporting those people. Because regardless of how much you vet individuals, and regardless of how much you think everyone is a good person, there are people who are going to do bad things. And if the people who are if the victims don't feel comfortable enough coming forward, then all we're doing is perpetuating the problem. It's just sad. I think what's even worse is like the adults doing it to the kids is terrible. I don't want to say worse, but what's also awful is that you have adults doing this to the kids, but you also have other adults on set. Like some people are reporting, and even Amanda Bynes, she's come out and said that she was like pregnant at 13 or 14, and allegedly it was one of the adults that she was working for. But you have reports of her like disappearing into like rooms with other people for hours at a time by herself. Like as a parent, as another adult, there's like no way that I could see that as reasonable. And maybe it's because like even as an adult, when I was in the military, and I had to give like feedback to one of my troops, one of my airmen, one of the people I was responsible for, or even lateral like arguments. We like the door was always open. If we thought anything weird was going to happen, it was going to be, we had to have like some kind of liaison or coordinator or what's the word, mediator, just someone in the room to confirm that like nothing, that everything's above board, right? And so I can't even imagine. And don't get me wrong, I'm not by any means saying the military is like the gold standard for preventing sexual assault. That's not it at all. But if you took the steps that were in place, it just eliminated a lot of risk. It's kind of gross. But you're right, money and power. If you have somebody who's in charge of your career, especially as a young person, but it happens to adults too. I mean, who was it? Anne Hathaway. I love Anne Hathaway. I've always loved Anne Hathaway. She just came out and said that like after she won her Oscar, nobody wanted to work with her because she started getting like a negative reputation online, right? There memes and stuff like that. A lot of people were coming out against her. So a lot of people didn't want to work with her. And I'm like, you don't want to work with Anne Hathaway? Like who doesn't want to work? And so it was Christopher Nolan apparently that gave her part in, I think it was Interstellar, right? It's just crazy. I don't know. It's a different environment. It's Hollywood media, scary. But hello, Gabby. How are you? Hope you're doing well this morning. I've just been talking. We've just been talking. I've been talking to myself, and then I was talking with Gloria. We talked about books. We were talking about documentaries, and now we were talking about the Nickelodeon documentary. It's pretty sad. It's poor kids. My hope is that documentaries like that are going to shed light on the situation, and hopefully more parents and more advocates like, hey, Squall, that's good. I hope your smell is delightful. I actually got this new cologne recently. I found it I had it recommended to me. It is the Hollister Wave 2, and I'm pretty excited about it. It smells delicious. It smells great. I gotcha. Yeah, I understand. Working in certain places typically have a smell. I worked in fast food for 2.5 years, a few years, I guess, at Sonic. And yeah, there was no getting that smell out of pretty much everything. Clothes, hair. Yeah, I completely get it. Gabby, are you still working when you're sick? That's not healthy. You gotta take a break. Also, it seems like your job is conducive to working at home. So even if you're just doing things at home, can't get better if you don't help yourself get better. But I get it. I get it. We all got jobs to do. Okay, let's see what we can do. Been talking for half an hour now. Not that I mind. I like talking to you guys. Oh, I'm glad you do feel better. That's always good. That is good. So yeah, we saved ANA. I rescued ANA from Cypher and Adel, which is good. And now we got to go beat up on Adel. I'm excited. This is right at the beginning of Disc 4. We stopped playing yesterday at the end of Disc 3, right after the Cypher fight. So Adel was rescued, but he's now kidnapped Renoa, which isn't really the worst thing that could happen, mostly because that's what we kind of wanted. We wanted Ultimecia to possess Renoa's body, so if this is going to help it happen faster, then, you know, let's do it. So this is new. Before this structure wasn't here, so it was higher up, but now it's lower. So we can assume that this is where Cypher is taking Renoa. Probably a safe assumption. Just gonna run up this thing real quick, no big deal. Where we're going, I'm not sure, but I will be honest with you, Disc 4 is super short if you've done everything up to this point. So we might only be live for a couple of hours today. I might switch over and do something else, maybe. I doubt it. I'll probably just plan out what the rest of the week looks like. I'm excited, though. Alright, so here's Renoa, Cypher, and that's Adel. The previous body of Adel, I guess. Cypher. No more, please. Renoa. Look how tattered Cypher looks now. When we first introduced the Cypher, that his jacket, his coat was like pure white. He had the bright symbols on it. He was a pretty well put together individual. Kind of crazy still. Not exactly nice, but he looked good, right? And now look at him. His jacket's all dirty and gross. It's tattered. He does not look put together at all right now. Cypher, no. Noah and Adel. The sorceresses as one. Watch closely, Squall. You watch closely. Oh, we got a cutscene. Look at that. Although the music didn't change, so it's a little less dramatic. Look at her. She is a buff queen. Look at that. Come on, Squall. Save her. Jump in front. Oh, kind of. Okay, so gotta save Renoa. Just go for Adel. We're not going to turn on quick mode here. We are going to turn on the assist mode and turn on 99999. We want to target Adel and not Renoa, so we got to be careful with that. Blue magic. What do I want to use? Anything? I've never even used any of her stuff. I don't want to use Rabe. I don't know. We'll try Gatling gun, sure. Okay. I am essentially immortal at this point, so... Okay, Gatling gun just did 99 damage. That wasn't really all that useful, was it? Let's try to find something... Trying to find something that'll do multiple damage, like multiple points of damage. Baited circle. We need to make sure we don't kill Renoa. Oh, we just did... Okay. Did I just kill Renoa? I did. That's the first game over screen we've seen all day. So... apparently the game... apparently Squall's limit break, the last one that he did, deals damage to everyone. So not only did we do 9,990 damage to Adel, we also did that damage to Renoa. So game over. It's not the biggest deal in the world, because we just got the disc 4, so whatever. I don't think we've game overed this entire time. That's the first time we've died. That makes sense. Irvine, because he'll do the yeah. I mean, I was just getting greedy, right? I just wanted to use the cool moves. I could have just hit her for 900 or 9,000, no, 10,000 damage. I could have just hit her, but I wanted to use the flashy stuff, and it got me the game over screen. That's fun. Well, I mean, I like the game over screen on this game. It looks really cool. You've got the feathers and Squall's broken gunblade. Like, that was a cool scene. Honestly, not something I thought I would have seen in this game, so, you know, you all who were here for it, welcome. It was just my stupidity, right? Like I said, I was just trying to be flashy. There's, like, no reason why I can't just hit her for 10,000 damage. I will this time. I do want to try to use Mug, I guess, because I can steal something called the Samantha Soul. So actually, let's turn off 9,999 damage really quick. We'll go ahead and fast forward through this stuff, since we already saw it. There we go. Okay, so really what we want to do is just mug Adel until we get the Samantha Soul, and then we can go all out. Not a big deal. Not... There we go. Mug Adel, please. Couldn't steal. Yeah, there's... Oh, she's... Oh, wow, he's healing himself and doing damage to... Oh, I should have caught that before. I was kind of too busy attacking. Who am I dealing with? Quistis right now? You have Kiraga. Let's use it on Renoa. We're just waiting for Zell to mug again. Couldn't steal. Couldn't steal. If I don't get it, it's not the end of the world. Truly. Oh, I get it. She's absorbing Renoa's life force to heal herself. That's clever. Boom. Oh, that was the counter. I can't stop the counter, unfortunately. All I can do is... use an item. Instead of using... Instead of using magic that could potentially, quote-unquote, weaken me. Look, I really don't want to have to use, Okay, well, I accidentally killed her. Maybe? Couldn't steal. My goodness. I'm just, like, chilling. This isn't the end of the world. There we go. I got the Samantha Soul. Okay. So we should be able to heal up now. I'll go ahead and turn 99999 on. And now I can just beat the crap out of Adel. And I should be able to just take her out here. It's not a problem. Boom. Boom. Ultima. This isn't great. Who are you going to use it on? I don't... Okay. I don't know how much damage or how much health... Okay, I guess it doesn't matter now. Renoa lived. I don't know how much health Renoa has, is what I was trying to say. So I was worried about that, but it seems like we made it. Not the biggest deal. But I hope you're ready for reading, because that's what we're about to do here. A lot of it. A&A, now's your chance. Now is your chance. All right. Okay, ANA is now sending both Renoa and Ultimecia into the past. Okay, ANA, just get Renoa back. And so now she is taking Renoa's consciousness back and putting it into Renoa's body. So now this should only be Renoa. Yeah, there we go. I was inside Adel. So they chose to send... So... Essentially what happened is Ultimecia was taking over Adel's body or mind, essentially consciousness. So then Adel absorbed Renoa into her person, and then we beat Adel. So both consciousnesses, all the consciousnesses were inside of Renoa, and then Adel or ANA sent Renoa and Ultimecia back into the past into Adel's body, and then brought Renoa back. So now that Ultimecia is in the past and her body's in the future, we're now going to get this time convergence situation. And that's essentially what's about to happen. That's how I understand it. Somebody can correct me if I'm wrong, but that is I'm trying to explain it like step by step so it gets less confusing. But I was inside Adel, the young Adel. Ultimecia's inside Adel, exactly as she wanted. Okay, this is the showdown, folks. Time compression is about to begin. Love, friendship, and courage. Show them what you got. Yep. Show them what you got indeed. Here we go. So this is that time compression we were talking about. We're about to go into like the past, present, and future all at once. I think the plan is we're trying to get to the future, to Ultimecia's present, because her body's there, but her consciousness isn't. Well, technically with the time convergence, her consciousness is kind of everywhere. Yo, where are we supposed to go? Oh, into the water. That was fun. To Adea's house. Yeah, so everything is kind of, I'll probably disappear. Just stay by my side. I won't let you disappear. So the whole premise of this time convergence thing is that because people are living in multiple timelines, their consciousness can't essentially gain a foothold, right? So what we're trying to do is keep everyone in our minds. If all of our friends remember us and have like this strong faith in us being there, then we can exist in and out of the timeline. And so what we're seeing, the reason they said to Adea's orphanage and the reason Renoa said I might disappear is because the three of us were all kids at the same orphanage together. Well, everyone except Renoa. So Squall, Zell, Quistis, Yuffie, Irvine, even Adel, or even Adea, they were all at the same orphanage. And so Renoa not being there, that was cool. Renoa not being there essentially said, you know, my presence isn't as strong there as it is for you guys, right? Ding, ding, ding. But we're going to try to make sure that that doesn't happen. Well, there's Adea, but Sorceress Adea. This is cool. I think we're trying to fight multiple versions of, like, everywhere that Ultimecia has taken a foothold. So we know that Adea attacked... Let's do micro missiles. Oh, there's multiple sorceresses. There's 2 sorceresses now. I don't think it matters. Oh, that didn't do nearly as much damage as I'd like it to. Can I do both? Let's try electrocute. Oh, I do have 99999 damage on. Oh, I guess it doesn't affect limit breaks. I think we learned that before. It's still doing quite a bit of damage. Boom. I think we won. Oh, no, maybe we won? Oh, there's only one sorceress now. Hello, friend. Duel. It's time to duel. Get him. Get him, Zell. These guys aren't very... I'm not worried about these guys at all. These guys are pretty strong. Or, I'm sorry, these guys are pretty weak. The last one here will take a bit of time. Maybe it's the last one, or I don't remember how many there are, but we'll know the last one when we see it. This is not the last one. Louis. Okay, her blue magic is terrible. So we're just gonna have her be attacking. How many of you are there? It's okay, Zell's gonna beat the crap out of both of you. Meteor. Barret? Beret? Meteor Beret? I don't know what that word is supposed to mean in that context. You're deceased, right? Yeah, there you go. We're going through like all the biomes here, which is kind of neat. It's all pretty standard stuff though. There's not much nuance to this fight. It really is just hit and hit harder. Oh, you look different. Are you... I don't think this is the last one though. We're getting closer to the last one, but she's not the last one. Booyah. He'll drop. Zell's a beast. His finisher's gross. Limit break. Poor Priestess hasn't gotten to go one time. I don't think she's taken an attack in, I don't know, 5 enemies. I wonder if it's because limit breaks take priority. I'm guessing so. Boom. My goodness, there are a lot of them, aren't there? Doop, 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 doop. Here we go. This is her. This is the last one. Don't worry, this isn't the end of the game. This is just a little, like, mini-boss thing. Doesn't matter. Zell just, like, one-taps her. It's cool that Zell's limit break counts as each individual hit. Because they're combos, they're not, it's not like a... They're just apparently coded as attacks, which is nice. Because he does max damage every time. This fight is usually a bit harder, obviously, if you know, you don't have the mods turned on. But we do, so what are you gonna do? Flare Stone. Meteor Stone. Okay. I don't entirely remember where we need to go. Or know where we need to go, I guess. I'm just assuming we're going through the house. Oh. There's people there. Future seeds. We're fighting across generations. That we are. Ultimecia's reign. We have to end it now. That we do. I thought this was it. Oh, okay, there we go. Triple. We already have triple, but... Okay, so here's where we have to decide something. Let's see what we got. See if there's anything. Do, 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 do. I'm trying to think if there's anything we need to do. So from here, we have essentially two choices. We can either go back to the overworld and essentially run around there. We can try to get we can get Ragnarok back and then take that to fly around to other side quests. Or we can go straight to Ultimecia's castle. So what I have to figure out now, excuse me, I had the hiccup, or for there for a second. So I have to figure out what side quests we still need to do, because we don't need to do Chocobo Forest. That's already done. We've already got all the best weapons. We did the Deep Sea Research Center. We did the UFO, and we did Poo Poo, and we did Obel Lake. So the only thing that we could do right now is Triple Triad, I'm pretty sure. Because so there's two things we could do. One, Triple Triad is technically already out the window. There's quests for beating all the Court of Cards. There's a quest for beating the Queen of Cards, and there's, I say a quest, but there are side quests. Court of Cards, Queen of Cards, and to collect every Triple Triad card. We already kind of failed that because I didn't go and fight the Court of Cards in Disc 3. So parts of that quest are already locked to us, so we can't do that. The only other thing we could do technically is go to the island closest to heaven and island closest to hell. Those are the two locations for grinding and for drawing more draw magic. So there's a couple of hidden draw points on those places, and so you can go there and draw a bunch of magic. But we already have all of those, so I don't need to worry about it at all. So truly, we're done. I don't need to do any side quests whatsoever. I can just push. So I think that's what we're going to do. That's exciting, isn't it? Yeah. So you'll see these portals open up to our left here as we're running across. We can actually jump over to those portals and they'll take us to various parts of the world, like the outer world. But we don't need to do that. We don't need to worry about it. Okay. We're going to save here. And we're actually going to go on break just a little bit early so that I can push through as much content as possible. I don't think we're going to be done in an hour, but we might be. But yeah, we're essentially, well, you'll see, it's kind of crazy. What we're going to see here is like a boss rush mode for the most part. There's a bunch of puzzles, there's a bunch of enemies we have to fight, and at the very beginning, it's very difficult and kind of gets easier as you go. So we're gonna have a good time, I hope. It's a big old puzzle. This whole area is very large. There's a lot of stuff, but yeah. We're gonna go on break. We're gonna get through Ultimecia's castle, and then we'll beat Ultimecia. Hey, Ranger. Doing good. How are you? We're about to go on a quick break, and then we're going to come back and probably beat the game. So, you know, could be better. Could be worse. Or it could be worse, I guess, than better. I guess the worst part would be the going on break part. But, you know, got to do it sometimes. So, yeah. Quick break. Come back, beat the game, ideally, and then enjoy the rest of our day. So, see you guys in just a few minutes. Hey, looks like you guys made it to level 2. Let's go. Got. I was just about to type that. Nice. We got spin. We got shin. Got. We have pins. P-I-N-S. P-I-N-S. Ship. Good one. Did it. No you. There's no you. Nice. Okay. Let's see if we can get the next one. Go, 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 go. Between. Beat. Bears. Beats. Battlestar Galactica. Brain does need food. Tween. Yep. Went. W-E-N-T. Oh, nice word. Bent as well. Did I say bent? So went and bent. Or went. That's a word, right? Am I just still timed out? There we go. Teen. I still think bent is a word. It's a word, right? It's not letting me type it. Maybe I'm just wrong. It's a word that starts with, oh, yeah, perfect. It was bent. Thought so. Look at that. We're skipping 3 levels because we got all of those. Nice. Good job, everybody. I'll put this at 7. So fake letter. Fake letter. Let's is a contraction, so it's not going to work. Elate. Is that 2 L's? What about state? Okay, one of the T's is fake, I think. Latte should be good, so I think one of the T's is fake. So what about sleet? No? What about least? Okay, so apparently it's not the T's. Maybe it's one of the others. Settle. Okay. So it's one of the A. It's the A. The A is the fake letter. Okay. Steel. Yep, I was just about to type that too. Good job, Gabby. Is it doesn't like teat. Didn't I try sleet? Oh, I spelled it with an A. I'm dumb. Oh, I was gonna type let's. I thought that was a contraction. I guess it takes let's, or is to let someone? Let's, he lets them? Okay, never mind. That works too. I tried teat and didn't work. So I don't think it's gonna take teats test. Good one. Yeah, thank you. I doubt it's gonna take lest, but I did take lest. That was the one we needed. Nice. Lest we forget. This All right, on to level 8. You guys are killing it today. Apparently, it really does help to get every single word in a puzzle, because... Okay, we still have a fake letter. What about regress? Okay, that's degress, degrees. Oh, nice one. Okay. Dresser, which means the G is fake. So what about redress? Okay, there we go. So don't use the G. Dress should be, yeah, there you go, Gloria. Like reds. What about reeds? R-E-E-D-S. There we go. I don't know if red works in reds. Reds should work, yeah. Somebody wants a word. R-E-D-S. Seer. S-E-E-R. Yeah, good. Goodness, we're on a roll. Look at us go. Democracy indeed. Do we have dress? What about seed? S-E, yep, we got seed. We got read. Is R-E-E-D not a word? It is a word. All right, look at us go. If we were on Super Earth Ranger, those would all be perfect guesses. Unfortunately, we're just on regular Earth. All right, on to level 9, right? Oh, level 10. So we have a fake. Okay. Cricket. Okay, cricket's correct, which means the N is fake. Wow, I got trick. T-R-I-C-K for someone. Or trike. So there's trick and trike. Down at the crick. There's no S. All right. But a rink. R-I-N-K. Oh, no, N. Don't do that one. We got tick. Good. What about... Oh, we got ticker. Right. Squall got ticker. Can't make that joke on stream, but Gabby knows. You know Gabby. Trice. That's a good word. Good job, Squall. Kite. Good one. Still have two 5-letter words. What could they be? We got trick, we got trice. They probably start with a C. I know this is probably not it, or probably not. Yeah, I didn't think so. Rice. How could we miss rice? Rice is delicious. Well, Skull did miss rice, but... Let's go fly a kite to the highest height. Okay, so we're going to level 11. We'll have a fake letter and a missing letter. So be ready. Be ready. Good job, Gloria. You won that round. Oh no, it's still a fake letter. Oh goodness. This is a big one. Approval. Nice. This guy's out here cheating. Just kidding. That was good. What's our fake letter then? The G? No G's. No G's. Even with the big word solved, I don't know what the other words are. This isn't a word. Yeah, I didn't think so. Vapor, good word. Oh, polar is good. I'm gonna steal it because you can't have all the good things. Poor. Man. Why are there's like 87 four-letter words and we have one of them? We already got prop. Oval and oral. Someone can do oral. Lava's a good one. Bummer, we didn't make it. Squall was carrying us that round. He had a lot of good ones. That is a lot. Yeah, level 11 is like another stop point. 7 and 11. And then after that, I don't remember. That one was hard. That one had a lot of craziness. I don't remember when it starts giving you a fake letter and a missing letter at some point. And that's rough. Punish yourself by going to Walmart. I think you did just fine. The timeouts, timeouts are what they are. I'm pretty sure I saved it. We're gonna save again. There we go. Okay. Let's go. Let's make it into Ultimecia's castle, right? We have encounters none on. Oh, there's Irvine, Renoa, and Selfie. Good, we all made it. Whoa, so this is her castle? Finally. I've never seen anything so creepy. You think What's-Her-Face really lives here? We've come this far, she's gotta be here. So this is the future. This is where Ultimecia reigns. I don't know what's going on, but since we're still here, I think we have some time to finish our job. What are we going to do, Squall? Duh, we're gonna go beat up Ultimecia. What else would we do? We'll divide into 2 parties. Yep. Oh, not Selfie. That's not what I wanted. There we go. Junction exchange. Quaestus goes to Renoa. There we go. Okay. So we'll have to switch back and forth. And we can swap back and forth between them as we go, which will be fun. This is the moment. Almost. Almost. This part's long. The party's powers have been sealed by Ultimecia's servants. The following powers have been sealed. Item, magic, guardian forces, draw, command ability, limit break, resurrection, save. The powers will be sealed while the parties are inside the castle. That's pretty nuts, isn't it? So we can't use anything. All we can do is attack. And as they mentioned, the seals are protected by Ultimecia's servants, which happen to be bosses. So, yeah. We'll pretty much be using the titles down there at the bottom of the screen. Ultimecia Castle Hall. This map is kind of crazy. So, and a lot of the rooms are either labeled the same or like it gets confusing, but we'll manage. Yeah, everything is sealed. The only thing I can do is hit things at the moment. But that's okay, because we're about to go fight our first enemy, and we get to unseal something almost immediately. Also, it's important to note that if you missed any of the Guardian Forces throughout the game, not the missable ones, not the optional ones, but if you missed something like drawing from Cerberus. All of these bosses have the Guardian Forces in them as well, which is nice. So we can't do anything else. We can't even draw from this first one, so it really doesn't matter. But yeah, we're just gonna beat him up. Hello. He looks like a sphinx. Face my wrath for seeking thy sealed power. Yep, you got it. Again, not much nuance to this fight. You just have to hit it, because I got nothing else to do, right? Now, I can, I guess, use... I can use my limit breaks because of the mod that I'm using, but I'm not going to, because that feels like cheating. But as you can see, all of my other stuff is, in fact, sealed. I can't select them. So it really is just as easy as hitting him in the face as much as I can. He'll go down quickly enough. There's the first one. That was Sphinxar, and this is Sphinxara. And 2 hits apiece does them in. Okay, so we have a few options here. Once we defeat each enemy, it'll ask us what we want to unseal. None of this really matters. I mean, so item magic, this is all good stuff to have. Draw is pretty good. So if you forgot to draw any of the GFs early, then you definitely want to select a draw first here so you can start drawing immediately. But other than that, it doesn't really matter much. We're just going to go from the top to the bottom for now and do that. So the next phase, or the next boss, it's good if you want to and you can junction some elemental defense. But we're not too worried about it, to be honest with you. Boom, we're just going to keep beating up on people, you know? Oh, now we're kind of stuck down here. The hatch on the floor is broken. Would you like to open it? Yes, please. I would like to open it. Why would you tell me if the latch is broken if I could just open it anyway? If the latch was fixed, could I not have opened it? Now we're in the wine cellar. So if you look down here, you can see wine cellar. And we're about to fight the next enemy. This guy. Face my wrath for seeking thy sealed power. What I meant to say earlier with the elemental defense junction, you want to try to junction in some lightning damage, because otherwise this guy will mess you up. Using elemental attacks. Whatever I don't use, I don't like. So there you go. But it's not really that big of a deal, because we're just gonna mess him up. Look at it, target. Level 56 HP, 99,9999. Strong against... There we go. This thing is called the Tri-Point, if you didn't see that. And again, it does not matter. Mega Spark. So you can see that Squall is already junctioned. It is exactly like a boss rush. Yeah, that's something I mentioned before. I think we went on break, but yep, you are 100% right. There. Now he's done. So we could have used fire or ice attacks. We want to junction in lightning damage because we heal from that. Or we want to junction lightning into our defense, rather, I should say. And then we can use fire and ice to beat him up. Pretty easy stuff. You can also draw Siren from that boss. So if for some reason you didn't get Siren, which is pretty early on in the game, you can summon, or you can draw it from that boss, but we don't need that. The next one, again, we don't really need to worry about. It does not matter to us what we unseal. Again, so that boss was Siren. The next boss that we're going to fight, you can draw Leviathan from. So if you don't have Leviathan, you'd probably want to take draw now, but again, we don't care. It doesn't matter to us. So there should be a draw point up in the corner. There it is. Found a draw point. No one can draw. Well, you can't draw because we're all full of magic, so it doesn't matter much. Now we need to go back up the stairs. The point is we're trying to find all of the enemies in the level, in the castle, so that we can get all of our... well, we can unseal the castle, essentially. So that's why this place is kind of long and kind of like a puzzle. Because we gotta figure out where we're at. So... there's a doorway over here. And then we go down south. Through this doorway. And now we're back in the main hall. So we went up the stairs, we fell down a chandelier, we fell to the bottom, and now we're back into the main hall. So that's 2 bosses down. And so we want to go back up these stairs, and instead of going through the door, we're going to go to the right, I think. Yeah. Boop. Okay, this is... I think this is still called the hall. But I think we go into here. And this should be the stairway hall. Yep. So we want to go around. I know it looks weird. These old maps are hard. As we get further along in the games, they'll obviously get easier to navigate, but... So we're all good. We went down the stairs. We don't need to change our party, so it's not a big deal. You can also pull the rope, but we don't need to do that. But we will soon. I think we just need to go to the door. And this should be the art gallery. And it is. So we're getting there. So this is like the first puzzle that we need to solve. And I'll show you kind of what that puzzle looks like. So as you go up here, you can see on the ground, there's that puzzle there, right? There's a draw point here. No one can draw because we don't have draw magic, if you recall. We didn't actually take it. So the hands on the clock point to 4, 6, and 8. Yeah. 4, 6, and 8. I think what you have to do is if you look at some of the... I think this is actually the solution. Yeah. Not gonna be touched again. We're looking for... So if you notice the 4 Vividarium, we're looking for the name of the puzzle that has the same letters. And as you can see, 4 is written as 1, 2, 3, 4 instead of like IV, which as it should be written. So, yeah. So we selected the correct one, and now we need to go find... I don't remember which ones we have to find. Vigil, Watchman. This one is Viator, the Messenger. This is Venus Love. And I don't... In the garden sleeps a messenger. Yep. Ziphius the swordfish. Zerum Pelene, red clothes. Xistus, tree-lined road. In Audax, cowardice. So I think that's all the paintings on the top row. We found 2 of the ones we're looking for. I think we're still looking for Inner Vigilium, which is sleep. There it is, Inner Vigilium. Yep. So those are all the 3 we're looking for. And I don't actually remember where I'm supposed to enter it. I think it's... Oh, it's this, isn't it? It's the big puzzle. Or it's the big one. The title is... So we're trying to name the title of this thing, and it is in fact... It is too faint to read. The title of this picture is... We have to enter it. So it's Vividarium. Yep. And then Intervigilium. And then Viator. Vividarium et Intervigilium et Viator. In the garden sleeps a messenger. Just like Squall said. And this should reveal another boss. Pretty cool little puzzle. I do say so myself. Oh, okay. I have to press X again. I thought something was happening. But no. There you are, my friend. Face my wrath. Like I said, we didn't take draw because I didn't need it, but if you did need Leviathan, you can take draw. Again, I don't know what Angel Wing does, so we're gonna find out. This boss is named Trauma. Oh, okay, I was like, what is this? I've not seen this. This is, not Ozymandias. Gilgamesh. So as I said before, Gilgamesh can show up at any time during combat and just wreck the boss's face. And in this case, he just did 10k damage to it for fun. So that's what Gilgamesh looks like. If you recall earlier, when we got the Odin Guardian Force and Cypher killed Odin, he turned into Gilgamesh. It's implied that Odin has multiple lives, or at least the god has multiple lives, because I think he's when Gilgamesh showed up, he said, "So you killed the 4th, or rather, so you were my 4th." I think it means that you were my 4th killer. Boom. That looks pretty cool, Zell. This boss is typically pretty difficult. He's pretty tanky. He doesn't do a lot of damage necessarily, but he will create like smaller versions of himself throughout the fight if you let it go on long enough. So you have to contend with those. So what you really want to do is try to use Meltdown magic against him. Meltdown lowers his vitality, which will, you know, decrease the amount of health he has and the amount of damage he can take. There we go. Elemental attack is cool. Doom Train, all of my things. Oh, Eden just learned Expend. I don't think any of this matters. We're gonna go ahead and take... We'll take draw now, just so I can draw magic if I need to. But pretty cool. Okay, now we can go through this door. We're going to ignore the summoning circle again. So the summoning circle allows you to swap between party members or change other parties. We don't really need to do that. We're just going to go straight down the stairs, I think. And this should be the floodgate. It is. I'm going to sneeze, I think. Excuse me. Okay, good. I probably should be saving. I could always turn on my mod and save. Maybe we'll do that just to be safe, because I'd rather not run into any issues. It'd be a big old bummer. This is supposed to be a dangerous area. Oh wow, I actually can't save, period. It disables the entire... I mean, that's cool. Don't get me wrong, I'm not mad about it. Okay. I think we need to try to unlock saving next if we can, just so I have that, you know, I have that buffer. 2 doors. We want to go left. Come on. Thank you. And now we should be in the prison cell. We are. And we walk in here and we should be fighting something else, I think. Oh, it locked up. Receive the prison key. And in taking the prison key, we fight this boss. This is, he's just a red giant. Again, you can draw Pandemonium from this boss if you need it. If you didn't get it in the past. And he's the same thing. You want to use Meltdown. Meltdown, super important here, because it lowers his vitality. But, you know, we are invincible, so it doesn't really matter. He doesn't hit very fast or very quickly, but he hits pretty hard, so you can always use blind on this character. He is, what's the opposite of resistant? Susceptible. He is susceptible to being blinded. Which is nice. And then he fades away. Diamond armor. Guardian Force earns Guardian HP 40%. That's pretty good. I like how my Guardian Forces are still leveling up and learning things. We are going to take save. I don't know where I can save, if I'm being honest with you. I'm not entirely sure where that happens. But I might be able to use my mod now, since I have save unlocked. It shouldn't be considered disabled anymore. So, yeah, perfect. So we're just going to save in here for right now until I feel safe, or until I find a place where I can save. And now that we have the prison key, we should be able to unlock one of these doors. There we go. And I think now we just go literally all the way back to the main hall where I was before. Because it's the other party's turn. Go through the door, please. Sometimes these old, like, isometric maps are hard to navigate. Kind of wish I had some yellow paint, huh? Huh? Anybody get that joke? No? Okay. Okay, so now we're going to be switching back between party members, back and forth. I don't know if I switch right now, but the thing we do need to worry about is that when we switch from one part to the other, our Guardian Forces will not carry over. So we have to be aware of that. But yeah. Hey, Peekabee. Renoa is not currently. She was possessed by Ultimecia, and ANA sent them both back into the past, and then brought Renoa back. So Renoa is currently not possessed, and we are currently in Ultimecia's castle. So for now, we're all equally in danger. But yeah. So this one is fun. Now we need to start changing, like I said, we don't need to change everyone. It's not that important. But what we do need to do is switch. And I think it is Zell. Zell is the one that has... Zell is the one that has Diablos on him. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to switch Zell over to Selfie. And then we're going to switch parties because I'm not really worried about anybody else, but we are going to switch to the other party. This party now has... No, I just need to get out. So we should have no encounters, none on still. The reason we switched the GF there is because Diablos has encounter none on, and I'd rather not be fighting constantly in this. So we need to go back into this room. And I think we need to go back down to the chandelier. Perfect. And then rather than going down into the wine cellar, what we want to do is... I think we need to pull this lever. I think. There we go. The lever has been depressed. And then once that happens, the stairwell will no longer fall. So we want to switch to the other party now because the lever has been depressed. And now we want to make sure that we can switch them back. So Selfie needs to go back onto Zell. There we go. And now we have encounters none on our original party. It's a lot of back and forth. This is one of the critiques, I guess, that Final Fantasy VIII had and still has, is having to switch Guardian Forces back and forth all the time. But, you know, but now that we can walk across the chandelier safely, it doesn't fall on us, and now we can go through this big old door in the back. And we should be out on the terrace. And we are. And we get to fight a cool-looking boss named Krista. So at this point, if you don't have Carbuncle, if you didn't draw Carbuncle earlier, you can draw Carbuncle from Krista. And, again, this is Vitality. This guy has a ton of Vitality, so Meltdown is pretty good. He does a lot of magic attacks as well. So you can use something called, or you can use magic like Shell. See? Yeah, it does pretty good damage. He also has a Death Knell attack as well, so he's about to cast Ultima on us right before he dies, which is fine. Said we're invincible at this point. Okay, Squall countered. And there's the Ultima, which means he's dead. Goodbye. Goodbye. Elemental Guard. Guardian Force learns Elemental Defense ×4 ability. That's pretty darn good. Okay, the three that you really usually want to... I don't even know what Resurrection does, but usually the three that you want to focus on are Guardian Forces, Command Ability, and Limit Break, whichever, you know, you prefer out of the three. I get Limit Break already, and it's not necessary. Command Ability is okay. We're just gonna go with Guardian Force for now, because it doesn't matter too much. Okay, now we can come back here. You want to go back down the elevator. And we're going to go back to the main hall, but we're going to go through that lower left door. Because we want to go back to the room where our allies are. I said, big old maze in here. Gotta backtrack. Like I said, it's all about finding all the bosses. So here's the room where our friends are. They're holding the ladder for us. Wine cellar, no. But now we want to go through the back door here, and this should go to the courtyard. Courtyard, beautiful. There's a draw point back there. It should have slow magic. We don't need slow magic. So we're going to go inside to the cathedral. Or the chapel. This cloud here is going to be a boss, but we can't interact with the boss yet until we complete this area. So we're going to go upstairs. The clock tower. Okay. So that thing fell off, right? So the idea is now we have to walk across the bridge. We need to be careful. So there's a button in the game. I think I just missed it. That's a bummer. Okay. Well, it doesn't matter. I already failed. I was trying to show you that I could fall off and I was going to reset, but you can hold the B button to walk. And if you don't walk across, then you can get the key. But the thing is that it just falls down. And if it does fall down, it just goes to the place where you needed it anyway. So it doesn't really matter. I think it's just to show you that you need to go chase the key. Actually, I might be wrong. Oh, you know what? Actually, I don't know. We need to go back to the floodgate room, because that's the floodgate that I need to open. So I think I don't need to be here just yet. The key fell. We're going to go... back down here. Goodbye, evil purple cloud. Back to the main hall. Somebody help me. I don't remember how we got to the floodgate. I'm pretty sure it was through the main hall top floor. Not this way. I can't go this way. We need to go up the stairs and to the right. Wrap around the balcony again. Through the art gallery. And then down the stairway. But you can imagine that if you weren't following a guide, or if you hadn't played this game before, you could be wandering on forever. Like, hey, where'd that key go? Where am I supposed to be now? Just running around forever. Welcome to old games. Cancel. Sorry, didn't mean to run through that. Okay, and the key should have fallen there. Key, please. So that's the key that fell off the bridge. Which is great, because it goes here. It's right there. Found it. And then the armory should have a boss fight. That crazy guy, look at him. He's a pretty easy fight. He's a gargantua. Don't let his small size fool you. If you didn't before, this is where you can draw Cerberus. If you didn't get Cerberus as a Guardian Force earlier. Again, Meltdown is recommended. We're not going to do anything too crazy, because we can should be able to hit most of them at the same time with our limit breaks. If not, we'll just focus on Gargantua, not necessarily his limbs. But there you go. Angelo Rocket does damage to all of them. I would say there's no way I killed him yet. There he goes. Once you beat up his two hands, Then he pulls his whole self, his whole body out of the ground. And, yeah. Same rules apply. You can use Protect Magic here. He does a lot of physical damage. So rather than using Shell for the last boss, you can use Protect here. And beat him up. Goodbye. Rune Armlet. Lightweight. Magic Armlet. Wow, we got lots of stuff for beating up that guy. Okay, we'll take command ability next, even though it's not really necessary. That's that boss. And as silly as it sounds, now we have to go back to that fountain room. So we need to go back to the courtyard. So just outside the cathedral, or just outside the church, or whatever it was called. Got 10 minutes until the next break. I'm trying to make sure that we get through this. Because we're almost done. I might just snooze it. I'm afraid to snooze now, just in case anything happens later, but I think we'll be okay. The last fight's not going to take very long. Oh, I think, you know what? Yeah. I need to go down the stairs, don't I? Wish I could go down the stairs here. That'd be lovely, but the stairs are broken. I went the wrong way, friends. Sorry about that. Even with a guide and a map. I don't have a map pulled up, but even with a guide, I don't know where I'm going. Can I go around this way? No, that whole area is blocked off? Interesting. Interesting. There's my party just standing over there waiting. They're like, hey guys, thanks for letting us pull a lever. Really feel involved. Okay, so I know this is really stupid, but there's a key here. There you go, treasure vault key. It's not necessary, but if you find it, there it is. But now we go back to the main hall. I'm trying to go to the treasure vault. Let me through. Thank you. Good old treasure vault. And then we go up the stairs. But we don't go right or through the doors. We go left this time. Wow. Wow. Look at us. We go through this room. And this is still the stairway hall. But we need to go down and around. Down and around. And this should take us to someplace called the Passageway. But there's a hidden door here. Treasure vault key. And this is actually another puzzle. So this is like one of those where, if you remember, they're like games, right? Where when you open one, it closes the other two, kind of thing. And I think the key is to get them all open, if I recall. So yeah, we're not gonna worry about it. You can mess around with this as you want, but I'm pretty sure that it's going to be, you just touch them in order. 1, 2, 3, 4. There you go. Now you always know the the solution to the puzzle. This is a Catobal Pass. Catobal Pass. Catobal Pass. I don't know. Catobal Pass. You can draw Alexander. There he is. He's just said his name. What do you humans plan to do with me? This guy has a few attacks. They're... Oh, wow. Good evasion. Meltdown is obviously good. You could draw Alexander from him if you didn't get Alexander before. We have 100% of the Guardian forces, so I'm not worried about any of this. And then we know he's dead when he casts Meteor on us. You could draw Meteor from him as well. Cool. Get smoted. There he goes, he's dead. Pretty easy stuff. Okay, we still have a bit of ways to go here. So... Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Sorry, guys. So we're gonna be okay, I think, going on a quick break. Just pass away already. Thank you. Goodbye. Do-do-do. Status attack. Hi, little one. Do you need to go out? Okay. We'll do Resurrection, I guess. I don't need Limit Break unlocked because I have it permanently unlocked. Need you go outside? Okay. We'll take a quick break, 3 minutes early, just so I guess I can let my dog out. And so we have a full hour to get through. We're almost done with this castle, and then we go on to the final fight. So we are really close to beating this game. Probably did less than an hour. So, yeah. Having a good time getting through it. But I'll be back in just a few minutes. Enjoy words on stream. Go ahead and restart this one. Maximize is the word. Maximize. It's a fun word. Maize. Nice word, like the corn. I mean, there's also just the standard maze, M-A-Z-E. What about, is maxim? M-A-X-I-M? Is that a word? Like a maxim? I feel like it's a word. Yeah, it is a word. My, good word, Gloria. Meme. Meme? A meme? No. There's a word between mame and maze. I do think mame. I mean, you might be right. No, it's not mame. Oh, we got it, but oh, did I forget to hit the ad break again? That's such a bummer. Oh, I did. I'm sorry, everybody. Um, I have no idea. Sang and sing. Saying is saying. Good job, Gloria. Let's just say it's a 5-letter word. It won't take ying, but it'll take yang. What's the difference? I mean, other than I guess yang is a word and ying isn't, but I don't know why. Hmm. What? What could the 5-letter word be? What could it be? Oh, you know what it is? Gains. Gain and gains. Nays. Nice. Like a horse. Nags. Good one. What is there between sang and sing? S-A what? Oh, I guess it doesn't matter. That was close. We were only missing 2 words. Good job. Oh, we skipped 3 levels there. It's a pretty big deal. Okay, continue. Let's see what we can do. We're at level 6 already. Okay, cool. Fighting? Is that what it is? No, there's no H. Oh, yes, there is. There we go. So fight will work. Yep. Good word. He could be good thing. ting, I think, does work in this one. But what about night? N-I-G-H-T. There we go. There is another 6-letter word. What could it be? Hint. Word. That 6-letter word's bothering me, and I don't know what it could be. Ting did work. PKP tried ting earlier and it didn't work. Well, I'm glad we got it. Man, I really want to know what that 6-letter word is. It's bugging me. Oh well. Fitting. It was, wasn't it? Good job. Okay. Fake letter. I don't see a single word in this at all. Poly. Okay, so poly is ploy. Good word. P-O-L-Y we got. Employ? Is that the big one? Employ. There we go, which means the N is the fake letter. Yelp. Oh, no, I spelled that wrong. Mole. Moly, 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 moly. Good word. Speaking of pole, good word. That didn't work. Man, what's the 5-letter word? Mopey, good word, which means mope should work. M-O-P-E. Good word. Lope, good one. It's between mope and what's between ploy and pole? Good job. Wow, we're skipping 3 levels. We got 3 stars on that, so you skip 3 levels, I guess. Nice. Good job, everybody. Now we're on, what, level 12 already? Oh, up to level 10. Still a fake letter. Good grief. I feel like we're spending more time playing words on stream than playing Final Fantasy today. Okay. Race and nice didn't work. So it's either the C or the E. And if urine doesn't work, I'm thinking it's the E. The E may be fake, but that seems hard. Oh, what about anarchy? I'm so good at this game. Just kidding. It's the E. The E is fake. Ranch should work. Beautiful. True. I think it belongs to the bugs. It's probably bug propaganda. I think we completed the major order. So now there's a new major order. I agree with you, PKP. The no E is hard. It is. I already have yarn. Yeah, we know game, thank you. True. Bummer. I didn't make that one. That one was difficult. That was weird. No, E was difficult. Oh well, we'll get him next time. Mission over. We'll get him next time. Or mission failed. The only reason I stay on top of the leaderboard on occasion is because my brain only goes for the big word when we first start. It's like a disease. I can't help it. It's like, I gotta get the big word first. Got to. Okay, so we just completed that boss. There's still a couple more bosses left, and then we're going... Actually, I don't know if there is any bosses left. I don't think there are any. Maybe one more? Technically, we've got one more, I think. Actually, am I missing a boss? I think we fought everybody, right? Let me go up to the top just to make sure I didn't miss anything. We fought Sphinxar and won. And then we fought Tri-Point in the wine cellar. And we fought Trauma in the art gallery. And then we fought the Red Giant in the prison. And then we fought Krista on the terrace. And then we fought Gargantua in the prison. Or the armory, not the prison, excuse me. Gargantua in the armory. We just ended up fighting Catoblepas in the treasure room. Okay. Okay. Well, I think that's everybody. So we need to go back to the stairway hall. So we make our way back through the passageway, back down this way to the stairway hall. Beautiful. And we want to switch back to our party. We want to switch to the other party. Okay, we need to do a quick switchy switch. Zell needs to swap with Selfie. Yes, beautiful. Okay, and now we need to bring them all the way back to where they were. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't remember where that is. Oh, yes, I do. Up the stairs on the left. So we go through here, we go back to the main hall. Up the stairs. Pardon my yawn. To the left. Into here. Okay. So now that we're in the same room, we can actually switch party members out. So before we could only switch junctions, but now that we're in, if we stand in the green circle, we can change out parties. However, we need team B to be some kind of combination of Irvine, Quistis, and Selfie, or Quistis, Renoa, Selfie, or Quistis, Selfie, Ritzel. And in this case, we have Irvine, Quistis, and Selfie. So we should be perfectly fine. It's not a problem. And so we have Squall, Zell, and Renoa on Team A. And we're going to take... and go back through the treasury door. Or the passageway door, I guess, technically. Now we go all the way past the treasure room, down the hall. Okay. Now we go over here, and we stand on this one, and we switch to the other party. We're not going to mess with all this just yet. I know we're probably going to have an encounter down this hallway, but I don't care. It'll be fine. So far, so good. Hey, would you look at that? Okay, perfect. And then we, I think, come over here and stand on this one. Or maybe we raise them up. Is that what I do? I don't remember. Oh, you know what? We're wrong. So we do want to switch really quick. Switch. Selfie, give it back to Zell, please. Beautiful. Okay. Cancel. Gotta go back to the main hall. Through the door on the right. Yep, we enter this. Then we enter this side. Then we go down, or through the door. Down and through the door. Then we go around the balcony again, and down the stairs. And then we go through the art gallery. We're not going to go into the floodgate. We're going to go up the stairs and to the left. Across the passageway here. There's a Cura, I think. Yeah, Cura. Don't need that. Go ahead and save, because why wouldn't you? Then we keep on going. Alright, beautiful. And then we're going to stand on the elevator. And I don't know if we switch or not. We do. Switch to the other party. Beautiful. Go ahead and switch. I know we're doing a lot of this. I know it's kind of annoying to switch between Zell and Selfie constantly, but it needs to be done. And I think this is the storage room. Yep. And there's a draw point there with Kuragas. We don't need any of those. I meant to click, and then, but we pick up the floodgate key. We did it. So I know it seems silly, but the reason that we need to have this, to swap the party around, it doesn't really say anything about it. Well, it will if you fail, but you need to have, I think it's a weight thing, honestly. I think you need to have enough weight to bring the elevator down, like up and down. And so if you don't, like if you have all the guys on one side and all the girls on the other side, it won't move the elevator. You should be able to, I think. Yes. There, now we're all back in the same room. Now we want to switch. Um, Actually, I think we can stay here. Oh no, I need to switch because I had selfie. Yeah. And then we take them, I think, all the way out to the stairway hall. This is the stairway hall here, I think. It is. We should be able to swap them now. There weren't any encounters. I was just about to say, there weren't any encounters down this hall the first time, so hopefully there aren't any now, but it's okay. It's a behemoth. Not the end of the world. We just attack. I don't. Oh, I don't know how to do that. Shoot. Bum, bum, bum. Their limit breaks are much more complicated. Okay. So now we can switch back now that they are here. And we want to go back up the stairs. And now we go to the floodgate. Lots of backtracking. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. The music is nice in here, though, so there's that. It's nice. Fake organ music. Speaking of an organ, about to be dealing with one soon, and I'm not entirely sure how easy it's going to be using the controller. Okay, so we have the floodgate key now, and we should be able to come over here and use... There it is. Use floodgate key. Now we pull the lever. We close the sluice. And now we need to make our way back to the chapel. Chapel is out the back, right? Because this is just the terrace, yes? Oh, I can crash down though, I think. Yeah, that's fine. No, bye Zell, sorry. Didn't look like it felt too good. It's okay, this should take us out near the fountain. And then this should take us... Well, now we're in the chapel. Okay. And now we... go here. And mess with the organ. Nope. Okay. I think we're just, think we were just supposed to play them all at the same time, which we did. I think. Okay, fingers crossed. I don't know how we would know if that worked, but this... Hey, we did do it right, because if we didn't do it right, there would still be bars on this door. So, we did it. Look at that, we played all 4 notes correctly. By correctly, I mean at the same time. Okay. There should be something down here. Oh, it's this. This is like the only chest in the game. And it contains a Rosetta Stone. Rosetta Stones are really neat. Rosetta Stone is what gives your Guardian Forces the ability to use 4 abilities at the same time. So it's pretty nice. Auto-lock system has been disengaged by the prison key. Hey, look, we made it. Okay. So now we want to go back to the main hall. And we want to go back out into the courtyard. And then we have to go... out, or go through the chapel. This is fine if this falls. Around the fountain. Into the chapel. Up the stairs. I guess we didn't need to do any of that. We really didn't need the Rosetta Stone, but it's cool to have, I guess. If you were playing the game normally, you'd probably want it. Okay, and then instead of going down the thing, we go across and we go into the clock tower. Nailed it. Okay, and then we just go up the stairs for a bit. Round and round and round we go. Oh, stop. Nobody knows. Do, 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 do. Got stuck. All right, so this is the fun one. So I think oh, he's not doing it. He's supposed to jump. Jump, darn you, jump. I don't know if it's even necessary that I do jump. Yeah, I don't think I needed to jump, if I'm being honest with you. Maybe I did need to jump. Nope. I'm not supposed to be here just yet. Hopefully I can go back. Because there is one more thing that I want to do. Yeah, I do need to make that jump because I need to go... Gosh darn it. Jump you. There it goes. Thank goodness. That's what I wanted. There we go. Look at that. So this is Tiamat. If you didn't get Eden earlier, you could draw Eden from Tiamat. Tiamat only has one attack. And it's Dark Flare, which just will completely mess you up. We shouldn't have to worry about it. I doubt we'll see it, but there it is. So we're going to fight Tiamat, and I'm probably not even see anything. The problem is you don't want to junction any elements to your attacks if you have the chance, or if you have the option. So if you go into this fight and it's really hard, you want to remove the elemental junctions from your attacks, because he will absorb them. Well, no, he doesn't absorb, but he's very resistant to them. So if we're in the fight long enough, you'll start to see that he'll start putting like letters above his head. We might not even see it, but Mock kick. Boom. Angelo Cannon. I want to see if he'll actually do it really quick. If I can get him to start putting letters up. Maybe we won't. Like I said, bosses scale with your level, so they do have quite a bit of health at this point, but... Oh, we didn't get to see it. That's okay. Up at the top, you know, where the enemies talk to you sometimes, he'll start spelling out Dark Flare. And when he gets to the E in Flare, he uses it, and, yeah. Fun. Status guard. It's pretty good. Okay, that was the very last. We have broken every seal in Ultimecia's castle, and that was the last thing we needed to do. So now I just need to try to make the jump again. I wish it would let me not, but there we go. Good. We just have to stand there and spam the jump button, or the A button. I don't even know if it's possible to fight Ultimecia if you don't break all the seals. I'm not entirely sure. I just assumed that you'd rather have access to all of your stuff. Okay, and then we go down this ladder. Right? Yeah, there we go. And... hope you guys are ready. Save. This is it. This is the game. So as soon as we go through that door, I'm not too worried about anything, honestly. The only thing I think that Ultimecia does that's unfortunate is that it is an interesting fight. You know what? I'm gonna say anything. We're just gonna let it happen. Just gonna let it happen. Yeah. Just looking ahead, making sure I'm not missing anything, and it doesn't look like I am. So let's do this thing, right? This is it. Ultimecia is here. Get it over with. Fight her now. It's too early to face her. So this is the point of no return. If you go in here, you just beat the game. You can always go back before then and do side quest stuff if you really want to do some more grinding, but unnecessary for us. And there she is. Ultimecia herself. Seed. Seed, seed. Seed, seed, seed. Curse all seeds. Swarming like locusts across generations. You disgust me. Is Ultimecia a blood? Why isn't she using the letter C? Wow. I didn't know Ultimecia was in a gang. The world was on the brink of that ever-elusive time compression. Look, she doesn't use C's. What is up with this? This is weird. Anybody noticed that before? Sorceress Ultimecia is saying, insolent fools. Your vain crusade ends here, seeds. The price for your meddling is death beyond death. I shall send you to a dimension beyond your imagining. There I will reign, and you will be my slaves for eternity. Ha 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 ha. Whom shall I exterminate first? I'll start with you three. Boom. So she actually calls in random party members. So as you can see here, I don't know how this works at all. I don't know how to use his attack. I don't know how this works. Gosh darn it. I don't remember what button it is to cast on him, honestly. I don't know. I was hoping I could pause too. I can. Okay, so actually we'll just see if she'll do it before I explain it. Okay, that was terrible. I'm just gonna have you attacking then. Hyper shot. What button is it? I pressed every button and it didn't. Nothing worked. It's okay, they'll just do regular attacks until... Here it is, I think. The most powerful GF. You shall suffer. Ha 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 ha. Mwahaha. Mwahaha. Dun dun dun. There he is. Okay, so we didn't even get to see it, unfortunately. So I'll have to explain what would have happened because I killed her too fast. So Ultimecia will permanently kill one of your party members. She uses an attack, and essentially she does exactly what she claimed she was going to do. She sends them to an alternate dimension. There's a quick window where you can revive them before that happens, but if you've been left, like, you really want your strongest players in the game, right? You want your strongest players in the fight. So what you want to do technically is you allow her to kill or send off your weaker members, and then you fight with the stronger ones. It's like a weird strategy thing, but yeah. This is, by the way, Griever. If you see the symbolism here to Squall, this is the same. This is, if you remember earlier when we named the lion on Squall's ring, it was defaulted to Griever. Yeah, this is it. Hey, are you stealing? He's drawing from me. Isn't that funny? He drew a scan from me, and he's analyzing Selfie, a transfer student to Bellum Garden, uses giant nunchaku and special magic. Pretty cool. And Razuken. Blasting zone. Just like any good Final Fantasy game, this is a multi-stage fight. Look at that. Blast zone looks so good. Oh, it's so good. Okay, he's about to use this. Oh, okay. He didn't use it. Is he about to use it? The GF's greatest power, allow me to show you Griever. Make them bleed. Yeah, here it is. Shockwave Pulsar. Bloop, bloop, bloop. He can use this in the fight, but if you... Look at that. It's a Pulsar star. It's just craziness. Oh. Not over yet. I shall junction myself unto Griever. Weird, right? She is junctioning herself onto Griever rather than the other way around. As if she's the guardian force. There he is. Unfortunately, I don't have anything, I don't have anything on them, so if they take a billet damage like that, not much I can do. Okay, well, he's just dead, isn't he? Boom. I don't know which I'm supposed to be attacking, honestly. Maybe both of them? Seems like limit breaks take priority, so... Okay, there, he's down now. not quite. We just broke off pieces of him. As you do. Boom. Okay, now that fight is over. And I think we're on our last one, friends. Bye, Griever. Boom. One more fight to go. So close. It's quiet. I say, I am Ultimecia. Time shall compress. All existence denied. Oh wow, there's two of her. That's freaky. Final Fantasy bosses, man, they are the weirdest. Hell's Judgment. This is gonna hurt. It might actually kill Irvine and Selphie. If it does, I'm probably not gonna take the time to revive them. That was weird. It actually killed Squall, but it didn't kill Squall. It did max damage to him. I don't know what that was about. And Zokuken. Rough Divide. She can actually use an ability. We'll see if it happens. Reflect on your childhood. She says things like this on throughout the fight. I don't know how many we'll see. Your sensation, your words, your emotions. And we're in Zokuken. Keep talking. Time. It will not wait. She has an ability that will absorb power from her bottom half. I think it's called Apocalypse or something like that. Rough Divide. I love this one. It looks so good. No matter how hard you hold on, it escapes you. Just casting Rinzukuken over and over and over again. Keep talking. Keep talking. And oh. Louis. Irvine. Is it over? Let's go. Let's go back to our time. Shut up. Just calm down and think where we have to go. Careful, guys. Don't pick the wrong time. Whatever you do, don't fall into a time warp. Time, place, who I want to be with. I want to go there, where Squall and I promised. Squall! Squall! Squall, let's go home. Where are you? Where am I? Squall, where are you going? I'm gonna find Sis. Squall! Matron. Excuse me, have you seen a little boy? You don't have to worry. The boy won't go anywhere. I think so too. Poor thing. You're alive? The sorceress? Yes, Matron. We had defeated her. Matron, stand back. It's okay. There's no more need to fight. That sorceress is just looking for someone to pass her powers on to. In order to die in peace, sorceress must be free of all her powers. I know, for I am one too. I shall take over that sorceress's powers. I do not want one of these children to become one. I can't disappear yet. Matron. Is this the end? Most likely. You called me Matron. Who are you? A seed. A seed from Balam Garden. Seed? Garden? Both garden and seed were your ideas. Garden trains seeds. Seeds are trained to defeat the sorceress. What are you saying? You're that boy from the future? Matron. Please return. You do not belong here. I can't find Sis. Am I all alone? Who's he? Nobody. You don't need to know. The only squall permitted here is you. Do you know where to go back to? Do you know how? Will you be alright by yourself? I'll be alright, matron. Because I'm not alone. I'm not alone. If I call out, they will answer. Where is everyone? Renoa, where are you? Zell, Selfie, Quistis, Irvine. Renoa! Renoa, indeed. Am I alone? You said you weren't alone. Renoa, I want to hear your voice. Which way do I go? I can't make it back alone. Renoa? Am I all alone again? Where am I? She's looking for us. We're looking for her. It's all pretty trippy. It's like reliving all his moments with her and everyone else. Goodness. Looks like she found us. Pretty. That's Cypher fishing. That's good. He's not the best at something. It's like Balam Garden is fixed. Uh-oh. Sorry about this. This is kind of... See if I can fix that real quick. Hold on. Okay. That's Laguna, and is that ANA? Or is that supposed to be Rain? Oh, I think Laguna went back and proposed to Rain. Oh, that's nice. That's what he always said was like his biggest regret is that he wasn't there when Rain died. So maybe looks like he used the time compression to go back to that time so they could be together. And now he's back, yeah. That's awesome. It's like a Captain America moment, maybe. And there's Anne, yeah. Ward, Kiros in the back. Aw, well, at least they all got a happy ending. That's exciting. There's Selfie. Taking pictures of the dance, it looks like. No, maybe not. Maybe this is like a celebration dinner, because there's Irvine. He wasn't there at the ceremony. And Quistis, obviously, is not in teacher ensemble. Sorry for the little interruptions in between there. I was trying to snooze these ads. Make sure nobody was missing anything. But yeah, that's Final Fantasy VIII. We did it, friends. We finished it. We finished it. So we're gonna let these credits roll and see if it's gonna let me save my game. Was that the matron? Oh, it is. It's Adia. That's nice, because she's not a sorceress anymore, so she's back to being his wife. That's lovely. But yeah, super excited for that. I'm gonna try to snooze this ad one more time, so if everything wigs out, I apologize, but there we go. Okay. So we will let these credits roll so I can get a final time. Hopefully it'll save us. Selfie stole his hat. That's adorable. But yeah, one more Final Fantasy game down. So what will the rest of the week look like? Tomorrow is Wednesday, so we'll be doing D&D. We'll be doing D&D at 2 p.m. Central Standard Time instead of 3 p.m. Usually it's at 3, but tomorrow it's at 2 because somebody has a scheduling conflict on the back end. Zell is stuffing his face. Look at that. Kind of gross. So 2 p.m. for D&D tomorrow night, or tomorrow afternoon. And then Brittany will be here either Thursday or Friday. So one of the 2 days, I'll probably be doing something. I'll probably do a filler stream of some kind. Maybe some Helldivers, maybe something else, I don't know. Helldivers seems to be the go-to game for right now, just because it's a lot of fun and it's easy to drop in and play some. So we might be doing some Helldivers. I'll see if anybody else is available to play with me that day, or if anybody wants to. Oh, the battery's running out. Nice. There we go. But yeah. So Thursday or Friday we have filler stream. Thursday night is back with Dungeons and Dragons at 11 p.m. Central Standard Time. We're continuing on with our Rise of Tiamat campaign, so that should be a good time. And then Saturday, Sunday, we'll be back to Divinity Original Sin 2. I might not be streaming Sunday. I'll have to see. Mostly because I think Is Sunday not Easter? I feel like Sunday is Easter, and I've been invited out to Brittany's family to go with them. So I don't know how late that is. I think Brittany will be here on Saturday, and then I'm going with her on Sunday. So there may not be a stream Sunday, but I think I'll still be able to stream Saturday. And then next Monday we start Final Fantasy IX. That's super exciting. I really like Final Fantasy IX. It's like my third favorite Final Fantasy game. It's kind of tied with 10. 9 and 10 were the first two that I really played. 9 was the first one that I played and beat like by myself. So I'm looking forward to that. So yeah, Final Fantasy IX was the first Final Fantasy game I think I beat by myself. And then I went back and played some of the others and continued on, but I'm excited. I'm really excited. Yeah, let's see if I can, this will go faster. It doesn't change the music, it seems. Oh, here we go. We get a last little scene here. Or maybe it's gonna glitch out. Hey, PKP, thank you for being here. I don't know what's happening to the music. It's like wigging out on us. There we go. Shooting stars. That's all she wanted. Remember, that was her wish, right? Shooting stars. She wanted to watch Shooting Stars as Skull. That was her dream. There's a lot of interesting theories about this game. If you are a fan, aren't a fan, there's the Squall is dead theory. So one of the theories is that Squall died immediately after disc 2, where he was attacked by Adel. If you remember, he got hit in the chest with some ice and pushed off the float. And some people theorize that Squall actually died right there. There's a lot of evidence to support it. There's a lot of evidence to not support it. And the creators came out and said that it wasn't true. So take that for what you will. And then there's another theory that that Renoa is Ultimecia, the whole game. So there's a lot of cool theories about this. There's a lot of neat lore, but yeah, that is Final Fantasy VIII. Screen just went completely black. I'm hoping. Yeah, it's pretty neat. If you like the story, then I recommend it. Yeah, the screen just went completely black on me, so I don't know what that means. I'm hoping that it does something here. I don't know. Regardless, I guess that'll be it for me. We will update the final time on the spreadsheet, hopefully. I don't know. I might try to find out the time that I got the achievement and go from there. I think that'd probably be the best course of action. I'll check the last save file, and then I'll just add the time when I got the achievement that popped up. I might add like 10 minutes onto that just because there was still some cutscenes and some credits. But that is it from me. We're going to go. We're going to go rest. Enjoy the rest of the day. Appreciate you all being here as always. I love you all very much. I will see you tomorrow afternoon if you like Dungeons & Dragons at 2 p.m. Central Standard Time. If you like more Final Fantasy, next Monday we'll be starting 9. And if you like Divinity Original Sin, we'll be playing and continuing on this weekend on Saturday at 11. So that's it from me. I love you all. Appreciate you. Enjoy the rest of your week. Enjoy your weekend. And I will see you tomorrow. Bye, everybody.